Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Honey Soul Child Bottega channel. I am your girl, Melinda J, and I help people discover, analyze, and heal their blockages through self-compassion. So without further ado, it is about to be the new moon in Scorpio tomorrow. I'm literally recording this the day before the new moon in Scorpio. Speaking of Scorpio, happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. I have a lot of Scorpio placements within my chart, so I can claim the Scorpio sign as relevant as the Libra sign. Okay. As well as I did do a Scorpio season reading, so be sure to check that out if you haven't done so already. All right. So, um, as stated before, we already know it is going to be a new moon in Scorpio as well as a solar eclipse happening all at the same dang time. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is what the card looks like in the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. The theme for it will be Go Deeper. As we all know or should know already, Scorpio is a water sign. Water signs deal with feelings and emotions. Hence, with this image here on this card, we do the color scheme is blues and greens, blues and greens. So green is giving me heart chakra, blue is giving me throat chakra. Okay. And then down here, excuse me, down here at the bottom, we have the waterfall that is flowing downwards. As you go down, you're going deeper. So we need to tap into our feelings, go into the depths of water. Now that we tapped in the last quarter moon with the Cancer sign, because that was another fellow water sign, the cardinal sign. Now we got to go deeper with the Scorpio, because Scorpios is all about the depths of your feelings and emotions, okay? As well as Pisces too, rightfully so. But yeah, anyways. So within this card is talking about you're regaining your control of a situation that cut deep. You've moved through your fears and can now see where the issues have come from. Now isn't the time to gloss over facts. Rather, it's time for you to face your darkest concerns and go deeper. Your situation may need to crumble before it can be renewed. Magic is called for. It is crucial to stay strong now. Sexually, it's time to reach for true communion with your partner. Financially, this is a blessed time to work with someone on a joint venture. It's time to release a grudge as well. The manifest and focus for this card, or just the energy itself, is especially good for matters related to sex, money, or an obsession you've been grappling with, because that's the essence of the Scorpio aspect, especially dealing with the house, the natural house of Scorpio, which that'll be discussed a little bit more. Manifesting mindset is that you know your magic, clear out negativity to supercharge your manifesting powers. The manifesting affirmation for this card, it reads, life goes in cycles and my life is now regenerating. Best time to work on this type of magic will be the moon is in Scorpio, or on the Tuesday, which is Mars Day, because that is the original planet for Scorpio is Mars, but it's also home planet of Pluto in the present form. Okay. And of course during Mars hours. And it says, along with in the book, it says the new moon in Scorpio takes place when the sun and the moon are in the same degree in Scorpio. It knows that life's most precious treasures lies beneath the surface. So we're definitely going to take a look at the chart and see what that is, see if that's true or not. I'm pretty sure it's true, because it wouldn't be said if it wasn't true, right? All right, let's go ahead and share the screen. All right, so we have the new moon in Scorpio that is also solar eclipse. But first, let's go ahead and go over what is a solar eclipse. topics that will be discussed is basic info, signs, and aspect, and more within this presentation. So what is a solar eclipse? A solar eclipse is when the moon is positioned between the earth and the sun and casts a shadow over earth. Due to the fact that it will not be in its totality this time, it is considered a partial this time around. It happens within the phase of a new moon, which again, it is going to be a new moon on that day, and it's great for stargazing and sky watching. Far as like the totality of a solar eclipse, that will happen next year on the 8th of April of 2023. Where will this partial solar eclipse be visible at? Unfortunately, it would not be visible on the west side. It'll be visible for the folks on the east side, which meaning parts of Europe, Western Asia, and Northeast Africa. Now, for us like the west side, us folks in the North America, Mexico, Canada, etc., we'll be able to see a full totality of a solar eclipse, I believe, as I read in the article of 2024. So just be on the lookout for that. And I'll link the article in the description box below with that one. Far as the basic info, we have the new moon is considered a restart. As usual, if you haven't been tuning in to the videos of the moon watch analysis on my channel, of course, new moons are dealing with restarts, also with making wishes, setting your intentions for what you would like to bring into your space, into your realm, to continue to be the person that you really want to be, to live in your authentic, true self, free from all the societal restrictions. Okay. The day that it falls on is, again, tomorrow, the 25th, because I'm recording this the day before. And to break down the date, it comes out to the number 5, and number 5 in numerology brings about changes and sudden changes, whether they're good or bad. It just depends on whatever situation that you are in. So the day that it falls on is on a Tuesday, which is Mars Day, the planet Mars, that is associated with the astrological signs of Aries and Scorpio. Scorpio used to be Mars's home planet. Now it's Pluto, but we still like to incorporate the both of them. I know I do, because it gives context of it goes in depth of each astrological sign as other planets start making their presence within the solar system or within the universal realm. So with those energies, including Tuesdays, is basically getting in shape. And when I'm going in depth with these statements here, is based off the Tuesday. Or what far as like the aspects, the traits and stuff that is how should I say this? Better fitting for it. And let me give you an example. It has been a known deal that people will set aside Saturday and Sunday for like cleanup days or self-care days in that aspect. What really to magnify that energy is really on Mondays, because the Mondays are associated with Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer, and Cancer is very nurturing. And the home planet or the celestial body that is associated with the zodiac sign Cancer is the moon, where you're nurturing your home, you're tending to your self-care and to your emotions and your feelings. So if you ever felt like you are still drowsy from the weekend on Mondays, that better explains why Mondays are better days for self-care, home nourishment, and the list goes on. But again, if you have time to do it if your best times to do it is on Saturday and Sunday, go ahead. But I try to use Mondays. Now that I know, I use Mondays as my self-care and nurturing and cleaning up the house day, so to speak. Okay, if I'm not recording videos. So back to the presentation. So the Tuesday energy is basically getting in shape. It's best time to get in shape, tending to your masculine traits, taking charge of handling some tasks around the house, whatever situation that you're in. Is very good day for passionate projects or endeavors, some sexual healing, so to speak, tap into your sensuality. It's also a great day for new beginnings. It's a great day for surgeries and tests, as well as protection rituals, and military and law enforcement are very enhanced on this day as well. So just be on the lookout for that, or just apply how it flies with you. Now, the Scorpion energy is dealing with magnetic, powerful, intense, persevering, passionate, extreme intensity energy. To go in depth with the Scorpio sign, it is associated with the phrase I transform. It is a water sign. Water signs are emotional, they're sensitive, they're protective, they're responsive, they're nurturing, and psychic, very intuitive. It's also a fixed sign. Scorpio is a fixed sign, so it'll be the middle of the season. Hence, we are in the middle of the fall season. And it is stable, it's persistent, and this is pertaining to fixed signs. Fixed signs are basically, for the water signs, it's Scorpio. For the earth elements, it's Taurus. For the fire signs, it's Leo. And for the air signs, it's Aquarius. But all fixed signs, they're considered stable, persistent, willful, sometimes stubborn, and resistance to change. Hence, tomorrows are all about changes, right? So it's basically going to shake some tables a little bit. Especially since retrograde is about to be in Mars on the 30th, if I'm not mistaken, but definitely Mars is about to go in retrograde. So be on the lookout for that one too. I'll probably do a video on that right now. The planet ruler that it is in or is associated with is the planet Pluto. As stated before, it was Mars, but now it's Pluto. I like to include both of them. But Pluto is associated with finances, shared resources, transformation, death, rebirth, afterlife, and in sex. Okay, the SEX word. The natural house for Scorpio is the 8th house, which is I circulate, that deals with shared resources. And this will be considered an outer planet, an outer house aspect, because we're dealing with other people's resources, whether it's with SEX, passing away, letting go, rebirth, and dealing with other people's money. I have a typo right here, but I was typing. Far as more information, we have the Scorpio sign is associated with the sacral chakra, which is I feel. That is the phrase associated with the sacral chakra, I feel. And again, that deals with sexuality, creativity, vitality, honoring and nurturing thyself. It also deals with your genital area, your reproductive system. So hence, it's why we need to dive in deeper within our feelings, our emotions, honoring ourselves, and pleasuring ourselves if we needed to get it going, to get ourselves going, right? The polarity is the yin factor. The Scorpio sign is associated with the yin polarity, which is introverted, receptive, and passive. Of course, it will be a solar eclipse on that day, which I discussed earlier in the video. The affirmation that I put together for this event is: I transform by letting go of my fears. I circulate through the cycles with ease, and I feel rejuvenated enough to evolve in my true self. Okay? That was very enlightened. Okay. Those affirmations were very enlightened. Now, the aspect that is going on in this realm, we have a junction. What's your function between the sun that is in Scorpio, Mercury that will be in Libra, and Venus that will be in Scorpio. And with Scorpio, and I believe it's Scorpio and the sun being close together, the intensity of those two planets are stronger, which is going to be difficult to separate in the two as far as like its individuality traits, because they're so close in degree. Now, if they're further apart, of course, there's some emphasis between each other, but you'll be able to separate between the two of them in their individuality aspects. But if they're closer together, it's just like merging into one type of deal, and you basically can't tell one from the other. It's also going to be trining the moon. Your feelings and emotions will be at ease and harmonious with Gemini and Mars. So the planets will be working effortlessly together, because Scorpio is all about letting go. And then with this Mars, the Mars energy, the Mars planet is dealing with your assertiveness and taking initiative. So you're going to be able to let go with your feelings, emotions, let go of your fears, your doubts as you go deeper, and then be able to take charge, and be more assertive in your communication, because Gemini is associated with your communication, how you communicate with others. So you're going to be more independent. You're going to be more present. You're going to be more initiating when it comes to relaying your message out, in that Mars realm, because Mars is all about war. So that's interesting. And then of course your feelings and emotions with your moon is going to be not seeing eye to eye with the transformative planet Pluto that is going to be in Capricorn, right? They're gonna be squaring up against each other, unfortunately, because you're dealing with your feelings and emotions with the moon, and then with Pluto being in responsible Capricorn, as well as disciplined Capricorn. On the negative effects of Capricorn, it could be some pessimistic and insensitive manner. Yeah, is gonna be a hard time trying to step out of the box, so to speak, when it comes to your feelings and emotions. That's why it's important to just, let go all the fears and doubts, the grudges, and all sorts of things, so you can be able to transform, all right? So as stated before, the sun and the moon, as stated in the Moonology manifesting book, when the sun and the moon are closer in degree, and yes, they are in close degree, they're like literally 1 degree apart. So you have this whole like conjunction realm going on between the Scorpio and Libra realm. You have the moon right here, you have the sun right here, and then you have Venus that's in Scorpio too right here. So again, the moon and the sun, they're stronger in intensity compared to the Venus sign, right? No, compared to the Mercury. It said Mercury being in conjunction with the moon. The Mercury is a little bit more further apart than the moon. So there is some emphasis there, but not so much as the sun is like dead smack right beside, sticking beside the moon. Okay. And then it had mentioned Mars being in trine. Okay. So here's Scorpio here. Here's the moon. And we're finding Gemini that's in Mars. So Gemini is down here at the bottom. And here's the Mars symbol here. So here's the moon. Boom. The line. And we're going to follow the line all the way down here to Mars, to Gemini. And Mars is right there. Okay. And then Pluto, it said it was squaring off with Pluto. So here's the moon here. And Capricorn is over here. That's where the moon is at. So this line with the moon here and that red thick line going over here towards this line, aligning with the Pluto symbol here that is in Capricorn. Okay, so that's what's happening with the aspects. Now, Jupiter is still in retrograde. That'll be ending soon. Uranus still in retrograde. That'll be ending next year, I believe. Neptune is still in retrograde in its home astrological sign, zodiac sign home, which is Pisces. And the node is still in retrograde at this moment. Chiron is still in retrograde in Aries, which is the wounded warrior. Chiron is the wounded warrior. And Aries is a cardinal sign that's dealing with self. So when it comes to that aspect, it's basically showing more love to yourself, knowing your self-worth. That'll be your continuation of your journey when it comes to the Chiron and Aries. Now, I would like to end it off with the sign of times. Oh, right here, the sign of times. I'm gonna pull one card for you all. So let me, again, thanks for watching on this portion, the presentation on that of the new moon in Scorpio, right? So let me stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of So let me pull a card for y'all. Let me pull a card. Let me pull a card for us for this breakdown. What is the energy going to look like for the new moon? Better yet, let me figure out a good question for this. Let's see, how can we utilize our strengths? That's a better, yeah. How can we utilize our strengths? Resilience came out. Resilience, look at this beautiful card, resilience. We have all these succulents here. And then we have the number 38. So 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11, that's a master number, right? That duality effect. And reduce it down to the number 2. That can bring some partnerships. So these succulents here, I'm seeing a green with the heart chakra. I'm seeing some purple that could deal with the crown chakra. I'm seeing some red with hints of orange with the sacral and root chakra. And I want to just read on the resilience. So when it comes to when it comes to how we can utilize our strengths is through resilience. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's read on it. It says many recognized as common houseplants, succulents are also known for thriving in difficult conditions. They store water in their leaves, stems, and roots, which allows them to thrive long after they've been tended. This card represents the long-term planning, tenacity, and endurance it takes to develop resilience. Take advantage of your own inner reserves of mental and physical resilience in challenging times to remain calm and collected in the face of crisis and confusion. When you tap into this reserve, you are gaining valuable skills and learning important lessons about your limits. This is also the energy of longevity and wanting something long lasting. Set your intentions for a career, relationship, or situation you like to see in the long run. Keep striving for what has been placed on your heart. Stay healthy by watering yourself with love and care. Despite everything you have endured thus far, you continue to bloom. Additional meanings for this card can be enduring love, discovering your inner strength. Good fortune is coming your way. Current endeavors will be long lasting. Growth sparked by adversity and receiving a gift or making future plans. This is right on the money for us how we can utilize our strengths, and that is through resilience. All right. So that concludes this breakdown of the new moon in Scorpio. Look at that butterfly metamorphosis. That's that Scorpion energy already. Already, yes. What is hidden is metamorphosis, rebirth, regeneration. But yes, I thank you all for tuning in to this breakdown. Be sure to leave a comment down below of your thoughts and opinions of and how this message resonates with you. And don't forget to like the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. And all my social media links will be in the description box below, or you can scan that QR code and follow me there. I'm making it easy for y'all to follow me. So follow me, y'all. And I also have my merch. So shop my merch. I do have a coupon code, 10% off your order. Just put gratitude in the coupon code section and just order right away. Okay. But other than that, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. And always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself. You can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.